What's up, everybody? Okay. Today's episode was sad and phenomenal at the same time with certain parts. Okay. I was very supportive of Frank and Ron when they decided to write for General Hospital. I stopped supporting their writing when they switched the babies. That's when I stopped supporting their writing. Um, So I'm not a big fan of how they wrote Jason. I'm really not a big fan of that. When he shot Joe Jr., I know Jason so well, and I'm sure a lot of you do. You cannot tell me Jason would have just shot him, walked over to him, kicked the gun, and then walked over to another person to see how they're doing, leaving that person alive. There's no way Jason would have done that. Given the history of Jason, you know Jason would have never did that. Shot Joe Jr., kicked the gun away, then go check on Bernie? No, he wouldn't have did that. He would have shot Joe. He would have shot him again to make sure he's dead and went to go check on Bernie. He wouldn't have did what he did. There's no way in the world Jason would have did that. I feel so bad for Bernie when he got shot again. I was like, wow, because you know what? Even though Bernie wasn't a full time character or nothing like that, he was pretty much a recurring character. I've been a fan of Bernie. Bernie was actually one of my favorites. I loved him being on the Corinthos team and being their accountant and getting stuff done. Because Bernie was the go-to guy for Jason and Sonny when they called for guards or anything like that. Bernie was the man. He was the go-to. So I'm definitely gonna miss Bernie. Seeing them zip him up in that body bag, it like my heart dropped. I was like, wow, General Hospital has changed so much because Bernie was the man. I'm like, a lot of people don't give Bernie recognition and stuff like that, but I do. I've always been a fan of Bernie Abrams. I'm telling you, him, his twin brother. I've always been a fan of Bernie. I'm really gonna miss Bernie too, though. He was the man. He was the go-to guy in the organization. My heart dropped when Bernie called Sonny and he whispered Pier 50, when he whispered the Pier to him and told him something, he mentioned Jason. My heart sunk. Um, Michael, I feel like he should have listened to Sonny. I'm glad he listened to Sonny and didn't go to the docks because I'm like, that's no place for Michael to be. That's no place for none of them to be. I'm like, cause y'all don't know what's going on here. Gunshots were fired. They don't need to be in the middle of that. When Sonny got there and Bernie told him that Jason was in the harbor and Sonny took his jacket off and his shoes and jumped in there, I was like, you better get Jason out that motherfucker. I was so happy when Sonny jumped in there because I'm like, you know what? I kind of wasn't surprised Sonny did that. I really wasn't surprised Sonny did that because you know what? Him and Jason are practically like brothers. Jason was once his brother-in-law because he married Courtney. So I still consider them brothers because of the marriage and stuff like that. Even though they were divorced, I still consider them brother-in-laws. And he is the uncle to Michael's son and the godfather to his other son. So of course they're connected for life. They're brothers in every sense of the word. They're like foster brothers. Brothers from another mother, pretty much. Um, when Sonny dived into that water and he was determined to save Jason, I was like, and it brought back a lot of memories of their friendship and how far they come, and it brought back a lot of good memories. When Sonny popped up out of the water and the divers was telling him to get out of the water, and Sonny was like, no, I gotta find them. And then he was yelling for the divers to do everything they can to get him out of there because he got a wife and kid. I was like, Sonny was determined. Um, so Sonny always been my favorite. I swear, like Maurice Bernard did a bang up job on today's episode, an amazing job. Um, of course, he did an amazing job. Always. I'm gonna miss Steve Burton a lot. Um, I'm gonna miss him a lot though. Maurice Bernard did a good job. He did a fantastic job today. Um, a lot of raw emotion. Um, I am just speechless right now. Okay, let me jump into something else real quick. Lulu. I feel bad for Lulu. I really do. Because I know her and Dante really wanted this kid. But I think there's other options for Lulu and Dante. I think adoption, surrogacy, I think they could do that. Um, like I said, I don't see nothing wrong with them adopting a kid. I mean, look at Sonny. He adopted Michael, and he treats Michael just the same as he treats his other children. So I don't see anything wrong with adoption. Um, I thought for a moment the writers were going to go into a direction where Luke and Laura weren't biologically Lulu's mother and father because of the genetic thing. How she has a genetic disorder for not carrying a baby to term, but neither one of her parents on their side of the family have that problem. So I'm kind of thinking, whenever you hear a genetic problem and nobody on the side of the family has that problem, it tends to raise a red flag on the parentage of that person. Hopefully they don't go down that road. But I think they could adopt. Um, at first I thought it had something to do with the abortion that she had all those years ago, but apparently, like the doctor said, it's not. But I think what they should do is they should call Sonny or Tracy, get their influence and try to call them and see if they could call the best specialists and see if they can get a second, third, fourth opinion. That's what I think they should do. Because, like I said, doctors tell people all the time that they can't do this, they can't do that. But there's always something. I don't believe stuff like that. They said the same thing about um, Sam. She could never have a baby, but they had a surgery to correct that. So I think the same thing could happen to Lulu. Um, okay. Normally Tracy Quartermaine is my girl, but she just pissed me off on today's episode. She pretty much called Sam a gold digger. Okay. Sam is not a gold digger. First of all, Sam has, okay, yeah, she married men for money. That was a long time ago. She's made a good life for herself. She don't need the Quartermaine money. She don't need Jason's money. She's pretty much financially okay. She probably not a big time millionaire or nothing like that, but she can provide. Um, mcbain. Okay, listen. I think mcbain is a cool person. I've tolerated him on One Life to Live, but when he was holding Jason's son, I just wanted to smack the shit out of him. I felt uncomfortable with him holding Danny and stuff like that because I'm like, that's Jason's son. There's no way in hell in the world the writers are going to allow mcbain to raise Danny. I would not accept that. Next thing you know, the name is gonna be Daniel Edward McBain, and I will seriously protest. Like seriously. Um, as far as things go, it do seem like McBain is being shaped to be the main character of General Hospital now, which would suck because they're trying to make GH like One Life to Live 2.0, and I'm not happy about that. By far, I'm not happy about it. There's a rumor, well, not really a rumor, but Michael, now that Jason is gone, Michael wants to step up and help out. He wants to be Sonny's new hitman or whatever in the mob. He wants to help Sonny out in the mob now, which I'm not looking forward. Tomorrow's episode is literally gonna just kill me when Sonny tells Sam about Jason. That's gonna rip me to shreds tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to that. Um, As far as this Duke thing, I hope Duke get exactly what he deserved. I don't really believe he's Duke, because you could tell that he kind of don't believe it either. I think he forged something for his fingerprint, because he does have the skill to do it. So I don't believe Duke is Duke. But anyway, I'm sure Anna's going to be sucked into this again. Hopefully Luke steps up and fight. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to some things, especially when Carly find out, Michael. I'm not looking forward to it. Joe Jr., he can go to hell for all I care. Hopefully he's gonna drop dead. I'm glad Jason shot him in the right place, so this time maybe he won't survive. And yet again, Joe Jr. lies and says Sonny shot him. Sonny didn't even know where he was. Even when Sonny came to the apartment, he didn't even know where Joe was. He always lying. Like, he don't know where the hell you were. Sonny didn't shoot him. But anyway, I don't know what's gonna happen with Sean Keenan's character. I heard somebody's gonna be alive. Maybe it's Robin, but I heard Monica's gonna make a mysterious phone call. Maybe, because you know, of course they did this to leave the door open for Jason to come back. Of course, him being swept away by the tide and stuff like that. It's an age old thing that they do with beloved characters and stuff like that, just to keep them on the show. So, I believe Jason will be resurrected whenever he feels like coming out of retirement from GH. So yeah. All right. So anyway, I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Long live Jason Morgan.